Hi, this is Saintjerome of Crypto Experiences, bringing you yet another crypto experience. Well, the Divi project, which is a symbol listed behind me here, had an explosion this week. I follow Divi very closely, and I follow the nodes and the staking. And all of a sudden, I checked on Gecko, and I was like, "Good night!" It went up like 38, 40%, and it was hovering somewhere around, I think, about 6 cents of a divvy, and then it just kept mooning, and it got all the way up to 16 cents. So that's a huge increase in 1 week. I was like, what in the world happened to Divi? Why did it go up so fast? Because all the other cryptos are kind of neutral or even a little bit red. Well, it got up to, I think I saw 16.8, but like 16 cents, almost 17 cents. And then today I was just checking. Today, by the way, is December 3rd, 2021. And it looked like it was at about 11 cents and 4 tenths or so of a penny. So, but it's still, that's higher than it was. And my kind of high water mark for successful divvy was 10 cents. So it passed that up and saw big increases. Anybody had a node, even the copper node, which is the lowest node, was shot up to, oh gosh, shot up to like $16,000. So if you got in early on Divi, say around when it was a penny, wow, you did well. So if you don't know much about Divi, I did a previous video on Divi, but Divi is trying to bank the unbanked, and they're using that to have a cryptocurrency called Divi that has a controlled inflation. And I'm not sure where they're looking at going to. And I think I recall they could burn them if they need to too, but they don't want to limit the supply, but they want to control the supply. So at first it sounds like, well, that sounds like fiat. No, it's a little more controlled than fiat currency is, and it's a controlled inflation. And the idea is more people get into Divi that they'll kind of spread the wealth out a little bit. So the way they keep the integrity of the blockchain is they have nodes. I think there's somewhere around between 1,500 and 2,000 nodes. And then you can also stake on the Divi wallets, which also allows for verification of the blockchain. So if you have a node, you can stake at the same time, and their rewards right now. A copper node is paying about 450 for the node when they make a payout, and the staking is about 380, I believe. Um, and that's pretty good. So between March to December, if you were staking 100,000 Divi, which is a copper node, the lowest node, you would have received over 20,000 Divi. So that's 20% because it's out of 100,000. So you'd have 20%. So when Divi shot up to 16 cents, you had 20% of that you could trade off, sell off, reinvest. There's a lot of things you could have done with it there. So that was pretty neat. Anybody got into it early, they paid off all their expenses for getting in, and now they're playing on the house's money, which is always a neat thing. So why did Divi explode? Well, let's take a look. Why is Divi going to the moon? Because that was a great increase. I like this slide, so I thought I'd show it to you really quick. So what happened? Why did Divi explode all of a sudden? Well, I found out after it went up, it went up, it went up. Why is it going up? Well, Divi then sent me an email, and I went, oh, I think I know why Divi went up. So if you look behind me, Divi became the official regional crypto wallet partner of La Liga. Now, I confess I didn't know much about La Liga, so I'm going to read a little bit off the Divi website here because I'm a little bit ignorant of it. But that's one of the Divi CEOs signing an agreement to be the sole official crypto wallet partner with La Liga, and that, my friends, is a big. Okay, so I'm going to read out the website because I didn't know exactly how to put this. So, Divi Wallet announces La Liga partnership. Today, we take a giant step forward as a project. We are proud to announce that we have entered a strategic partnership with La Liga. La Liga is the largest football league in the world, rivaling the popularity and viewership of the English Premier League. La Liga is a global organization that prides itself on innovation and social responsibility. And I'm taking that at football by most everybody but Americans is soccer. As leaders in the entertainment sector, they have enormous global reach and maintain responsibility for the organization of the national professional football competitions in Spain. The association carries out its important social action through the La Liga Foundation. Tangible value for existing users and reach new and exciting markets. Here are some of the highlights of our partnership. Bullet points now. Official and exclusive crypto wallet sponsor of La Liga in select regions, including North Africa, the Middle East, Southeast Asia, China, and India. Access to their ambassador program. This allows us to create exciting and engaging crypto and football related content for both Divi Wallet users and football fans. In Stadia logo placement, the Divi Wallet logo will be present during live football matches. This includes high profile games such as FC Barcelona and Real Madrid, who have huge followings. La Liga Marketing Asset Activation as a partner will be conducting high profile marketing activations and events across the globe as we grow our brands together. It's truly a global audience. Divi Wallet and La Liga both cater to a global audience. Divi Wallet is the first crypto wallet to offer a non-custodial staking solution that can be launched from a mobile phone virtually anywhere in the world. La Liga is the largest football league by reach in the world. In the 2018-2019 season, La Liga reached more than 2.7 billion people globally. Whoa, that's a lot of people. And that puts Divi in very good light for growth. The global nature of cryptocurrency and football creates amazing synergy for Divi Wallet and La Liga. The three pillars. Divi Labs and La Liga share a common focus on driving innovation and supporting local communities. Divi Labs pledge to support these goals through education. As a leader in this space, we'll be create engaging educational content for both communities. As a partner of La Liga, we will leverage existing partners to deliver crypto advisory services and infrastructure, social responsibility, as well as creating initiatives that serve communities all over the globe. We'll also leverage blockchain technology and the power of grassroots communities. Both football fans and crypto fans alike can assist us in creating positive change. Outreach. We'll elevate the fan experience using cryptocurrency via unique outreach and events. The exposure and impact of these events will lead to significant growth of the global Divi wallet. So that's pretty exciting. I know Divi is being run some very good guys, and they not only want to have bank the unbanked, that's part of the whole Divi system, but they also want to use some of the profits from Divi to do little projects in different countries that are beneficial to the people there. Say, I'm pulling this out of my head, but build a well, do some work on a village, start an educational program. They see this as a way to help the world, and that's pretty nice. So here is a slide that kind of gives you a look at what the Divi wallet is all about. Now, this wallet is going to be something else, and it's up and running now. You can spend, earn, or withdraw digital money in seconds. I believe you can also stake now on the wallet and run your nodes. So the digital wallet, they spend a lot of time on it, and I just downloaded it myself and haven't played around with it much, but it looks to me like it's really something else. So, and I believe what they're building up to, and I don't think they have the capability yet, is there are 4 cryptos on this wallet. You have Divi, you have a Bitcoin wallet on it, you have Litecoin wallet, and you have Ethereum wallet. And I believe the idea is total integration amongst them, so you can trade instantly on the wallet, transfer back and forth. And I know their goal is to be able to bring any currency in and trade for any currency. That's a lofty goal. And can you imagine what that does for, let's say a country, a third world country, doesn't have all the advantages as some of the other first world countries has, that they can now hold in their hand and be an entire bank. This is already working pretty well in El Salvador. They have they have the Chivo wallet, and everybody that uses a Chivo wallet got 30 free US dollars loaded into their Divi wallet. And when the reason for that is El Salvador's two illegal currencies are Bitcoin and United States dollars. I saw a little documentary on El Salvador and Bitcoin, and it's pretty amazing, especially around the beach community. Um, People didn't know what to think, but they were taking the Bitcoin. One man was very thrilled because it used to take him 3 hours. He'd have to get cash, and then take a bus ride, and then go pay wherever he was an hour away, and then come back home. It took him like 3 hours. And now he simply sends Bitcoin. So he takes a photo on his phone, sends it from his humble home, and bam, it's done in like 10 seconds. Wow. Well, maybe even if he loses on the exchange a bit, he's going to gain on time. And that's something else. One guy was a little upset because he'd lost a little money, but another guy had already made $600 simply by the Bitcoin going up in value. And with the way money is in El Salvador, that's a huge bunch of money, as the people live on a lower economic scale for amount of dollars. So, and the dollar goes a long ways in El Salvador. So you go up and down the beaches and in the country. And then the latest thing I hear is, wow, they're going to build Bitcoin City. What? Bitcoin City. It's got a big B in the middle. It looks like for Bitcoin and the Bitcoin symbol. And they're going to fund it with Bitcoin bonds. So, does that mean you don't need to go through the banks? Yes, it does. So El Salvador is really being to the front. And I think this Divi project is going to be much the same thing. They're based in Costa Rica. And I heard one of the CEOs talk before. I believe they either purchased or were going to purchase a couple of Costa Rican banks, and that would allow them to do these currency exchanges much more readily, as they're part of a couple systems, or part of the old system and part of the new system. I don't know if I heard that exactly right. I know they bought a couple Costa Rican companies anyway, and they're based out of Costa Rica. So that's all pretty neat. So as I wrap up with Divi, this is not financial advice, but it seems to me that this might be something interesting to look into with this partnership. And Divi is still relatively inexpensive. Now, you could have started a node not too long ago, about a year and a half ago, for $1,000, a copper node. You need 100,000 in a copper node. But now it's going to be about, well, $11,000 today. But the dividends are pretty good. So if you say it was at a dime, the dividends this year have been around 2,000, 2,500. So that's pretty good for 1 year. So it looks like Divi is going to be quite fun for the short term here anyway. I just saw on the blog that there a Divi debit card is coming soon. I have a Litecoin Foundation debit card, and you can load that on the Litecoin Foundation website, and then you can spend your Litecoin at any POS terminal instantly for US dollars, which is pretty cool. So you can go into the grocery store and use your Visa card, your Litecoin Visa card, and change it, and no one knows that you use Litecoin to spend. And if you don't want to spend your Litecoin, you can take it off the site, and but I fund it with just a little bit of Litecoin at a time, a little bit of backup, and it's kind of fun to spend. Now, as I close, I just want to read what the copper nodes they advertise on the blog site are. So there is a copper, all the nodes, I think I said copper node, all the nodes. The first one you can invest in is called a copper node. You need to invest 100,000 Divi, and they're saying you get 15.63% back in a year. Well, it's actually much better than that this year. So that's kind of a starting place, I would say. Silver, you need to invest 300,000 Divi. And then they're saying you can get back about a 16%. And I think that's probably higher this year too. You can also have a couple copper nodes before, and then you get enough for a third one. You can turn those in for a silver. Then the next level up is a gold, and that's 1,000,000 Divi. And the percentage is somewhere around 18% you get back. And then there's a platinum node, and it's 3,000,000 Divi, and you make about 500 some thousand Divi a year. The percentage is up there, getting high into 18 and the 19, and I think better than that. And then I guess the top node, and you can own several nodes if you'd like to. The top node is a diamond node, and it's 10 million Divi, and you're going to be getting close to 2 million Divi a year. So that's pretty exciting. And I think it's an interesting space to get into, and I think it's an up and coming blockchain. I'm not worried about the inflation on Divi since it's controlled. Now, there's an interesting argument between Bitcoin Ben, who's a big supporter of Divi, and he was driving a vehicle with Divi advertisement, a wraparound on it, and was a big part of the company. And he kind of got me started in being interested in Divi. But Bix Weir had a real negative look at it. He wished them well. He even interviewed him with Bitcoin Ben, and they argued back and forth. But Bix came away with that. Well, they have an inflatable amount, and he didn't like that. He wanted to be set like Bitcoin set at 21 million and Litecoin set at 84 million. But good grief, it's not Shiba. Wow, Shiba went up like crazy, and it's just like, I don't know how many quadrillion Shiba are there. There's a bunch. Doge, same thing. Wow. So sometimes your financial logic doesn't make a lot of sense. But I think Divi is got an interesting idea. It looks like a pretty stable project. So if you have any questions or comments, please hit them below. Hit like and subscribe. I am a Ballet ambassador, a Ballet Wallet ambassador. So I will leave that link on the site. It's a good place to store crypto. Unfortunately, at this moment, they don't store Divi, but they do store over 100 coins. So check that out. Go through my affiliate link. Doesn't hurt to look. And if you do decide to buy, I'll get a little credit like that, and you can get a discount too. All right. Thank you very much for paying attention. And I'll be back soon with another crypto experience from Saintjerome.